Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me from the Better Business Bureau here in the southern part of Wisconsin. That's her territory. It's Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, how you doing today?
I'm great on this beautiful day.
I am as well, and I am glad you're here to talk about a new twist on the law enforcement imposter scams. And for people you don't know, but Tiffany and I always talk a little bit beforehand. We're up, and I'm always sharing my pool story with her. But this isn't the pool story. This is imposter with the police. But interesting enough, we have had this happen at the Fitchburg Police Department with imposters claiming to be an officer from the police department. This one is interesting though, because the scammers are they're always finding new ways of gaining trust, but they're getting more official now. Tell us what you've learned.
Law enforcement scams are nothing new. They've been going on for years where you receive a phone call, text message, maybe a social media message from somebody claiming to be from law enforcement. In this specific scam, they reach out to you by phone, text, social media message, claim to be from law enforcement and tell you that there's a problem that needs to be fixed immediately. Usually it involves paying money or giving your personal information. In a specific report we have, there's a situation where somebody from law enforcement reached out to a consumer, told them that there's been a seized package in their name and that they need a copy of their driver's license and money to fix the issue. So, this is your typical law enforcement scam. But where the twist comes in is if you're hesitant about this, you really don't believe them, the person on the other end who's a scammer says, well, do you want me to verify my identity? And they send or text you a copy of their badge. Unfortunately, that badge is either stolen or fake. So they're trying to get you to believe them, the whole trust factor, by giving you a copy of their badge. And you're thinking, oh, they gave me a copy of their badge. This person is legitimate. May not be true. So before you would take further action, we have some tips for you here at the BBB.
This is it's so funny that it seems so like what, but at the same time they're trying to find ways that when you go to verify it, so now the scam is getting deeper, right? They're finding ways of taking this to the next step, really trying to dig in that, oh, we are real and we are here to help you, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, there always comes that common list of things that you can watch out for. And the first one here is don't give in to pressure. That is always almost part of any scam.
Scammers love you to take action immediately. And, you're thinking a package has been seized with my name on it. I need to get that taken care of immediately. Don't. That's what the scammer wants you to do. You want to kind of, think about this was an unsolicited phone call in the first place. Call the police department. See if this is legitimate. Talk to that officer that is claiming to be who he says he is. And don't just ask, is this officer an officer at your organization, because they could very well be stealing the identity of a real officer. So you want to talk to that person. If you have to leave a message and ask them to call you back. They want to know about these things too. So if you're leaving a message telling them that, hey, this person called me, they're representing you, is this legitimate? They're going to want to know about that. So reach out, do your homework before you give anybody money or personal information.
This next one is never send money to strangers. There's not very many cases in the police department where you actually are paying money to get something. But either way, it goes without saying that you just don't do it.
Especially when they ask you to wire money or use gift cards. Those are code words for a scam. When you wire money or you send the numbers on the back of a gift card, your money is gone immediately, unrecoverable, and usually untraceable. So if you don't know the person, don't send money to them without at first doing your research and verifying if it's legitimate or not.
Also, guarding your personal information during this. So you're interacting with this fraudster, you really got to be careful about what you say.
Your personal information is just important as your money. You need to treat it as cash. And don't give out your personal information, your name, your address, your phone number, your bank account information. They could be asking for bank account information too, and then it turns into a phishing scam. They may not be scamming you today, but they could be scamming you down the road and using that information in another scam. So it's extremely important to guard your personal information.
Next one, just stopping it before it ever starts. Just don't answer it.
Hang up, don't engage with these people. They want you to engage with them because the longer you're on the phone with them, the longer they have the opportunity to engage with you and scam you. So if you don't know the number, if you don't know the phone number that's calling you, even if it says it's from the police department or the FBI, they're very good at spoofing phone numbers. So don't answer it, send it through the voicemail. If they do leave you a message to call them back, don't call the number that left you the message. Go ahead and look up the official phone number to call back.
Yeah, so important. And the final one, and I love that you're including this on it. A lot of these is report it. Why do we want to report these things?
If you've been the victim of this scam or another scam, we'd love for you to report it to us at bbb.org/scam tracker. Your report is going to help warn others of the scams taking place in the marketplace. We're going to be able to get it out here on Talking Fitchburg and, possibly even bring justice to these scammers if we can. If this is a domestic scam, sometimes we can share the information with other authorities and they can look into it and, end the scam on a positive note. So lots of reasons why you should report it to us at bbb.org/scam tracker.
Yeah, and don't be afraid of the police department. I think that's a part of this intimidation piece. That, oh, it's the police department. I better, don't be afraid. The officers are willing to talk to you. Anybody on staff are willing to talk to you. I think that's a misnomer there too. So, when in doubt, give the police department a direct call to their direct line and talk to a legit officer about what's going on and verify it that way. And they'll probably be able to tell you really quickly that that was a scam, and then definitely report it. Tiffany, thank you so much for the great information. Love these bringing these scams to the forefront, and hopefully we can catch some of these fraudsters. We'll check in with you real soon.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.